Hey y'all, back again. I'm not going to be long. Um, you probably remember me coming on real briefly this morning, and just giving you some of my thoughts about what I think about our people. Okay, I'm back again, and I'm like I said, I'm not going to be very long. I just want to bring up to confirm what I was saying this morning about how cruddy we are. Now we're talking about this young lady, Twinquilla. I think her last name is Roberts, from North Carolina, whom took a trip with some of her so-called friends to Cabo San Lucas, to Mexico, and she wound up being beaten to death. While I must add, while two black men sat there and watched. Okay? So, I mean, just think about this. And just when I say that Negroes, and I don't want to use that N word, Negroes or people, when we talked about this whole thing with, that's been going on, this debacle with Kyrie Irving and all the other things that have been happening of late, with this news, and how that your own people will sell you out, and they won't stand with you until they see a benefit in it for them. They don't really have any real moral compass. They don't really have any conviction about seeing their own people be slaughtered, and how they'll sit by and watch you get slaughtered by your own people, and like it's entertainment, and they will do nothing. Now these two men, I don't know who they are, but I say that when it comes out, they should be arrested as well. They sat there and watched this young lady get beat to death. Now, I'm going to give you my take on it. This was premeditated. It wasn't by happenstance. They, from my looking at this, and I looked at the video, and it's really heart wrenching. I don't advise you really to look at it. It's really heart wrenching just to look at the video, and how this young lady was being beaten, and how these two black men, now here we are talking about Black Lives Matter, trying to bring our communities together, and we got two grown ass men who are sitting there watching this young lady getting beat to death. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you the kicker. That's not even the kicker yet. Okay, but they watched this young lady get beat to death, and I'm saying, what kind of heart do you have? And they're gonna make comments like, "You gonna sit there and not fight back?" So, and it's the same thing with, you probably heard this young man from 41-year-old young man from I don't know if it was from Ohio or Texas or Kentucky, one of these places where he went to prison, and it was like five correctional officers jumped on this guy and beat him profusely, messed his arm up, and he didn't get medical attention for 15 hours, if he got any at all. And then, of course, there was a black guy who was involved in that. One of the correctional officers was black. So here it is, they're beating your brother down, and you sitting there complicit in the whole matter. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's like we are so twisted. You know what I'm saying? But yet we yelling out in the streets about, when white cops are killing black people, which is not right. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. It's not right at all. But how can you sit there and watch your own people get bludgeoned to death by their own people, and you sit there as it is entertainment, just the same way that they did when they was lynching us? They had an audience of people being entertained, and you're emulating and practicing that same model. I mean, really, sitting there seeing your sister getting beat to death. Now this is the thing that got me. I want you to listen to this. This is the thing that got me about the whole thing. After it was all said and done, after they beat this young lady to death, they lied. They left Mexico now. Listen to me. They left Mexico. Left the girl there, dead. Came back to the States. Told the young lady's parents or family that the young lady died from alcohol poisoning. Okay? And they even went as far as to grieve. Now think about this shit. Think about this kind of mental psychosis, deceptive, demonic, this demonic attitude, this demonic persona, that they even went as far as to grieve with the parents as if they were sorry for unbeknownst to the parents, that they beat this young lady to death unbeknownst to that young lady's parents. And they went as far, I have to reiterate this again, they went as far as to stay there at the parents' homes, grieving with the parents as if though they were really sorry for what happened. Now you tell me how demonic that is. You tell me really how demonic that is. They went as far to grieve with the young lady's parents as if though they were innocent, absolved from the situation, knowing all the time that they killed that young lady and left her in Mexico and came back to the States. Now, I'm telling you, when the investigation is all over, and then what they did, I'm going to say, when the investigation is all over, I hope they prosecute them to the fullest of the law. I hope they put them under the jail. I hope they dig another hole, an extra hole, and put them under the jail. Because when they got back, these young ladies, they turned their phones off. They disconnected their phones so that they couldn't be reached. But of course, they went to the young lady's parents' house first and grieved and with this pseudo grieving, pretentious grieving, knowing that they had killed this young lady, left her in Mexico, and then gonna come back and gonna pretend and grieve with the parents, like you didn't know what really happened. And then you're gonna disconnect your phone so that there's no trace of what happened. See, because what's gonna happen is, because the FBI right now is looking into it. And then, of course, they're looking into it with the authorities in Mexico, too. And you know how corrupt Mexico is. You know how corrupted is the authorities there. So some way or another, they're going to probably try to absolve themselves from this whole situation so they don't have any backlash. But FBI is going to get behind this, and they're going to find out exactly what happened. And then they're going to they're going to demand these young ladies' cell phones. And when they don't have the cell phones that they had when they went there, and if they say they lost them or they're going to come up with some other thing, they're going to know that they're guilty. Because what you did was you got rid of evidence to prove that you and these people, you so-called friends. Now, my thing, like I said, I believe that they was jealous of this young lady. She's a beautiful young lady. Once you see her pictures, you will see. This was a beautiful young woman. A beautiful young woman. She just did not know who her friends were. And they, from my opinion, this is just my opinion, they premeditated this, they plotted this to bring this girl out of the States so that they can murder her, so that they can kill her. For whatever reasons, I don't really know. I'm surmising and I'm guessing they were very jealous of this girl. This girl has some other things going on in her life, maybe that they didn't have going on. And they said, okay, we got something for her. We're going to take her out of the state and we're going to do her up. And that's what they did. So, but this is what happened. What they found out about this young lady, when they got back, when they did the autopsy, they found out that the young lady had a broken spine. Her neck was broken, and her spine was either severed or her spine was broke. Yeah, something like that. But she had a broken neck, and her spine was severed or something like that, was messed up. So there's foul play right there that she did not die from alcohol poisoning when they did an autopsy. So that blows that lie and that story right out of the water, because that's what the authorities are going to bring before them. You told their parents, and we went even as further to agree with their parents, telling their parents, the young lady's family, that she died from alcohol poisoning when you know she didn't. And how did she get a broken neck and a severed spine? Because you killed her. And it shows right on the video you beating her. So that's the evidence right there. Dummy. The camera was right in the room. And you forgot all about that. Because you could not have requested the camera footage from the hotel because they wouldn't have given it to you. Because they would have been corroborating, and being accomplice to your murder. So you're busted. You stone cold busted. So this is terrible. This is really terrible, y'all. And that's why I say it's not all black people, but you got those low graveling Negroes who are of that ilk. You know what I mean? Who don't want to see you, be successful, who don't want to see you make it, they'll go out of their way to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel threatened. They'll go out of their way to hurt you because they're insecure. They'll go out of their way to hurt you because they don't feel good about their own self. It's terrible. Literally, it's terrible. It's just terrible that this young lady had to lose her life because of some envious, jealous people. And some people might be saying, well, how do you know? How do you know she didn't do something to them? I don't think she did. I don't believe she did. And if she did, even if she did, is it worth killing her? Did she have to die for it? Was it over a man? Was it over, you owed her some money or what? Did she have to die for it? And then you took her out of the States to do what you did. It's what it seems like to me. So, I think this is terrible. And, we always cry on other people, but look how we do one another. We're messed up. A lot of us we're just a messed up people. And that's why I tell you right now, if you're a good person, you vibrating on good energy, and you're trying to do great things, stay away from people who are like that. Find yourself a good circle of people. Stay away from those envious, low-balling, low-vibrating, jealous, insecure, shallow folks. Stay away from them. They don't have nothing good to say about you. Every time you come around, your presence disturbs them because your presence is not like theirs. Okay? They have one thing in mind, and that's toppling you. They're always on this competing thing. People like that, stay away from them. Because like I always say, I compete with nobody. I have no competitors because I'm not competing. And that's how I do it. I'm not competing with you. If my talent, if my gifts offend you, that's your problem. That is your problem. It's not mine. Because I'm not competing with you. I'm not in the race with you. So have at it. And it's just unfortunate, and it's really, really sad. It's really sad that people are that way. and the creator, your karma's going to get you. Karma is going to come back and visit those folks that are like that. It's going to visit them so well that then they're going to be standing there looking stupid. You know what I mean? Like some of them are right now, standing there looking stupid. Because karma going to get you. Trust me. Trust me. Whatever you put out in the universe, it's coming back. Believe that. You can bet on that. But again, I just want to come on and mention that, because I think it's just so sad. It's so unfortunate that this young lady had to lose her life because of these low vibrational people, these demonic people that are walking around demonic, demon possessed, don't have nothing good in their hearts. Their energy is way off, and they're no good to the world. Those kind of people why do we need them? Why do we need them here? You're out to destroy. You're not contributing anything good. We don't need you around here. Really. It's just terrible. But anyway, the last that I heard, I think Kyrie Irving is going to pay for her funeral. That's so nice of him. See, he's a good brother. So there's something good that comes out of this. You can't get the sister back, unfortunately, but it's sad. But he's going to pay, from what I understand, I think he's going to pay the young lady's funeral. And that's a great thing. So it's terrible, though. And we're always talking about other folks. Look at us. Look at us. A lot of us can't work together because we want to be the head and not the tail. We can't see ourselves working in the background because we want to shine. We want to be the one that sticks out so everybody can see us. For what? See you for what? Who are you? See you for what? See, why they want to see you? Why can't they see everybody? I mean, if it's for the good of the community, it's for the good of the diaspora. Why do they have to see you? I mean. So, anyways, I'm done. Remember to visit us on Amazon, Patreon. Oh boy. Anchor, Spotify, and many other host sites. Continue to support us, and we'll be coming back again with another podcast. And sorry to drop this bad news on you, but it's unfortunate, and it's really sad. So stay up and keep it positive, keep your vibrations high, and we'll be talking with you soon. All right, take care.